How do you train mindset? Is mindset something you're born with, something you develop? Is it a little bit of both? I think that you can absolutely develop mindset. You can take whatever you were given, whatever God-given gifts of heart, will, mindset, whatever you want to call it, resilience, whatever was given to you, you can multiply it just like every other attribute that we have. And how I do it and how I coach my people to do it is this. When you get to that point where fatigue kicks in and you're like, I can't do anymore, I am done, that's when the set is just beginning. If our goal is mindset, if our goal is to build indomitable will, if our goal is to build resiliency that powers us through the most difficult times, physically, mentally, emotionally, then that part of the set is the most important. And I want to get there as soon as possible. So I will do things like drop sets. I will do things where within 4 or 5 reps, I'm tapped. I'm like, I can't go. And then I have to drop weight and then I go. And then that's where the set's really starting, because for me, the set is here and here. Am I pushing myself as hard as possible, mentally and emotionally, spiritually, to get as much as I can out of this work? Now, I'm not looking just to look physically fit. Like my goal is not to look like a specimen, although that happens. It is an important piece of it. The reason why I value that and the reason why I strive to look a certain way is because it comes as a result of doing that kind of work. So the people that train with me, my people, can look at me and go, he's doing what he's asking us to do, because I can see it. If you have a strength coach that looks like the stereotypical out of shape football coach, like a pear or a cupcake on toothpicks, I'm not going to listen to that guy. I'm sorry, but I'm just not going to listen to him, because I know he's not doing the work. He might be telling me what to do, but he's not showing me by example, and I'm not following that guy. So I want to be the opposite of that. I want to be the person that when I'm training people, they look at me and they're like, man, he's outworking all of us. He's doing more than all of us. He's telling us to do X, Y, Z every day, but he's doing X, Y, Z plus A, B, C every single day. He's way beyond what we're doing. That's the example I want to set for my people. I want to be inspirational and aspirational. Now, what's that got to do with what I was just talking about with heart? Everything. Because you're going to look a certain way when you're training like that, because you're training in the deep end, man. You are going where the pain is. You're going way out there on the edge, and you're going to end up looking a certain way. You're going to end up looking like a savage. Now, that's just with strength. I'm going to have to do something to take myself beyond that place where my mind said, hey, we're good, that's all we can do. But my spirit says, we got a lot more, man. Let's get it, right? The same with running. Here's another example. You go out for a run. I want my cardio every day. I want the people that train with me doing cardio every day, because it's important. Now, you go out for a run. You get those days where you open the door and you're like, man, I'm not about this. Those are the days where it's more important than ever to get out there and get that work in. It's so important on those days to get after it, because that's the day where you don't want to do it. That's the day you need to do it. The same with during the run. You're going to get to those points during the run where you're going to encounter fatigue. You're going to encounter maybe a blister. You're going to encounter all kinds of different things that are going to push you down and drive you into the hole. They're going to make you want to quit. And that's when the run starts. When you get to that point where it could be a mile in, some days it could be 100 yards in, where you're like, I'm done. That's it. Don't tap out. Do not quit. That's where you suck it up and drive on, because that is where the mindset work begins. That's where the heart begins. That's where you start building the intangible that's going to carry you through those moments in your life where you want to just give up and just give in. And those are the moments, man, that are going to make or break you. And how do you develop the strength? The way I just told you, in those moments where you are voluntarily putting yourself in that adversity, voluntarily taking yourself into a place where resilience is all that you have left. You have tapped everything physically, maybe even emotionally. You are drained and you keep pushing. Those are the moments, those are the places where you build that heart, where you build that indomitable will that you have in you. It might only be a little bit, But if you keep doing that work, you will multiply it, you will grow it. It's just how it works. There is a specific adaptation to an imposed demand. And if you are demanding that whatever it is in here, spirit, soul, whatever, higher self, I don't know, but I just know it's there. If you are demanding that it become greater, that it become stronger, that it become more resilient, it will adapt to that imposed demand and give you what you're asking for. All right, my friends, that's it for today. See you tomorrow.